I knew I was innocent, so I knew there was hope.
After more than 7 years in prison, today Lorinda Swain walked out of the Calhoun County Jail.
She was convicted of performing oral sex on her son, a crime he now says never happened. Today, Swain was released on bond after winning a new trial.
We have been covering this story since the beginning, and tonight 24 Hour News 8's Jessica Leffler was there when Swain got to her parents' home.
She's at the live desk tonight with the story.
Dozens of family members greeted Lorinda Swain as she took her first big step towards freedom. She still has a tether on, but she tells me this is one of the best days of her life.
We can't never get the 8 years back, but we're going to start from here, and I'm going to get it right this time.
It's been 7 long years since Lorinda Swain has had a chance to sit on this lawn, enjoying her family's chatter or even the pleasure of a short walk.
I knew I was innocent, so I knew there was hope. Even when it seemed really hopeless, I still held on to that thin thread because I knew I was innocent.
Lorinda Swain has been in prison, convicted in 2002 of sexually assaulting her son, Ronnie. Ronnie took back his testimony, but what he couldn't undo was his mother serving time. Regardless of the lie that created a legal nightmare for this mom, like only a mother can, she forgives her son.
It still is the happiest day of my life, the day I adopted my boys. And even if I would have known that I was going to be put in prison and wrongly accused, I still would have adopted them. They've brought me far more joy than they ever could bring me sorrow. I love them.
The Innocence Clinic at the University of Michigan took on Lorinda's cause. They tackle cases that don't hold the possibility of DNA exonerations. They helped in getting a judge to grant her a new hearing, a victory Lorinda credits to that program.
You were thinking of an excuse.
Yes.
As well as to former Wood TV8 reporter Brad Edwards, with bringing her case to the surface in pursuit of justice.
I would just tell them that I owe them my life. It's like a puzzle, and so many pieces it took to get me here.
Lorinda says despite the support of her family and especially her parents, at times her hope waned. She even contemplated suicide. But what kept her going was the very person who put her behind bars.
When it looked very hopeless, some years back, I strongly considered it, planned on it, and even I've had the sheet to the bed. So it was for Ronnie that I didn't do it, because I knew he wouldn't forgive himself probably.
With a second chance, Lorinda is looking at everything in her life as a new opportunity.
I'll never take anything for granted again. There's so much that people take for granted that, you know, once you've been in prison, I don't think anybody that's been in prison, especially the length of time I was, could ever take anything for granted again.
Ronnie wasn't there tonight when we stopped by, but Lorinda tells us that he is going to be visiting soon. Meantime, she's looking forward to the little luxury she couldn't enjoy while she was in prison, like eating licorice or taking a bath. We've been on top of this story since the beginning, and we're going to continue to stay on top, but for now, we're at the live desk. I'm Jessica Leffler, 24 Hour News 8.
Thanks, Jess. It has been a long fight for freedom for Lorinda Swain. She was convicted in 2002 and sentenced to between 25 and 50 years in prison. Appeals filed in state court later that year and again in 2005 were denied. In 2006, she went to the federal appeals court, which again turned her away. It wasn't until last month that a judge in Calhoun County sided with her, saying there is a chance she was innocent. And with the new evidence, it is unlikely she would be convicted again. The prosecutor disagrees and is appealing that ruling.